Hello everyone,
Hello
good morning.
everyone, good morning.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, from today onwards we are going to start our Selenium WebDriver batch. So Vandan is also with me. Hi Vandan, how are you? Vandan, are you able to hear me?
Hi everyone, good morning.
So guys, me and Vandan both are having around 5 years of experience in the automation industry, and we are providing training to students across the globe for more than 3 years. So if I talk about myself, so currently I'm working in insurance domain and I'm having around 5 years of experience in the automation as I told you. So I have worked in REST API as well as Selenium. So I would like Vandan as well to introduce himself.
Hi guys, my name is Vandan and I have total 4 years experience in web plus uh, Windows application automation and also in API automation. Uh, I am currently actually training the more than 200 plus students across the globe and this is probably my eighth batch and so for Sumit. So this is actually training which is based on the uh, related to industry standards and it will help you to crack the interview. So we focus on that. If this training will not be able to crack you in for interviews, then I think that there is no worth for you joining and spending your 1 hour each day. So why I am again sharing this data? I am again telling you because we are starting the Selenium and we want to let you know about the things that we are going to cover up in further, and also this is actually uh, only based on the interview purpose. Okay, so of course if you are so Sumit, can you share the Selenium syllabus?
I think I have already shared. Can you see it, Vandan?
Yeah. So we will be starting from here. Selenium WebDriver. So previous versions like Selenium RC, Selenium 2.0, we are not going to cover them because nobody asked like. Just ask the differences. What are these differences? So don't spend too much time there, and we will start from this Selenium WebDriver. Then next slide. Uh, Sumit, can you change the slide? Yeah, and then we will start from the locators, and locators are basically the building block or any programming language or any automation tool. So these locators, once a Sumit starts this locator, then you need to be very careful. Even yesterday, I was interviewing a person and I asked many questions related to this. Same multiple online companies and the basically uh, multiple MNCs are asking the same questions. They check your the basics, right? So tomorrow you'll be able to work in complex scripts, but still your basics will be checked. Okay, so this is actually the building block. If you have to locate any element over the web, any website there has multiple web elements such as text boxes, drop downs. So you have to locate them, and these are the ID, name, link text, partial link text, XPath, class name, CSS selector, tag name. These are the important locator. Not only will cover from the scratch, not only from Google Console, but we'll also cover using the some tools that are available in market. So we had a session with Sanjay, and he broadly explained that selector sub, and that is uploaded over the YouTube channel, and you can go, and that is public and watch them. Okay, so we will also cover the selector sub, but detailed of the selector sub explained in that YouTube video. Okay, so starting from this locator next, then we'll go for the window handling. So we have elements handling like drop down text box, link text, and links and checkbox, radio button, HTML tables, calendars, jQuery calendar. So we'll cover all, not only specific one to complete syllabus, but also that is desired for the automation project as well. So I'll focus on that also. Yeah. Then TestNG framework. Any project you go on, any company you work on, go and see any project, any automation Selenium project. You'll find this easily. 90% of the projects are using nowadays TestNG because enhanced version and advanced version. Then comparison to, if I compare it to JUnit, okay. So this is one of the most important testing framework that we are going to use. Yeah, so please. Then of course other tools like Maven, Git and Jenkins, we are going to cover all of them. Okay. So this is slide we'll share to everyone. Just I wanted to be aware of these things that we are going to cover up in next month, upcoming days. Okay. So this is one of the projects. Of course, there is a framework. I was met with an accident, so I am not able to take your class. So Sumit is on behalf of me this week. The batch is seeing he's seeing this batch. So currently, he'll be taking your class, and one assignment I'll share you to all, like collection assignment. Very shortly, I will share that. And I want to cover up one more topic that I said that was not in syllabus but in my syllabus. I think that you should know that topic. So once I'll be recovered with these things, I'll cover that. Like, that is actually comparable and comparator, which is important. So this is as of now, and now you guys can proceed. If anybody has any questions for me, then I ask.
So are you guys going to start with Java or what?
No, we are Java actually we have covered, and this is new batch for this Selenium. So we hope that everybody know Java,
If
and who.
everyone, yeah, Vandan, sorry to interrupt you. If everyone, similarly, people asking the same question, so they are asking the video, so I have provided the Java videos to them. That is not an issue. You can go through them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, we do one thing, like once we start the fresh batch for Core Java Plus automation, then we take admission for Core Java Plus Selenium. And when Selenium start, then we take some few fresh admissions for the Selenium only. And those guys expected to have Java knowledge. So this is only that. Nothing batch is going to change, nothing time is going to change because our fees is very less, so we want to include more guys so that we can earn something, like, and nothing else. So don't think that your best timing is going to change, and whatever syllabus has been shared to all, that will be covered to everyone, so that's not matter.
Okay, so if
Okay
anyone do not have any question, then we can proceed. Any questions, guys?
guys, I will leave, so if you have any questions for me, so you can ask me, like questions related to this kind, where by timing is what, and is this going to change your batch, or Selenium is going to start directly? Then I am responsible for this question. Please ask me, otherwise I will leave. Okay, I think Sumit all are good, so you can
Yeah.
start.
Okay. Bye, Vandan. Take care.
Thank you, Sumit.
Okay, guys. So let us start with the Selenium. So before Selenium, uh, as we are working with Selenium and Java, so we should have Java installed in our machine, right? So let me show you one time that I hope many of you know that how to install Java. So just say Java download, because we are working on Java. So you can go to this website, right? So I will share the URL here. So you can copy this if anyone do not have Java, because without Java you cannot work with Selenium. So this is the link and click this link, right? So here you can go with this version. So I think it is showing the latest version. So you can go with either this one or this one. So once you click this, right, so it will ask you to check this checkbox and you can click this. So depending on the internet connection, it will take, it is around 169 MB, right? So once it download, so let us wait for that to finish.
What is the agenda today?
Yeah, basically we are going to cover Selenium batch it is.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, what we are going to discuss today?
Yeah, actually we are going to
So,
cover very first browser, which is Chrome, and the Firefox probably. That how we can run our first browser with the help of Chrome. So this is the major agenda. Okay.
okay, handling different browsers.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Hmm.
For today. Okay.
Okay. So this Java is finished downloading, and click this. So this is where the folder is present, and after that I will unzip the folder. So extract all. Click this. So once it will finish, you have to first set environment variable. Basically, then only you are able to, if you do not set this environment variable, your script might fail, because let me tell you that how you can set. So click this, right click, property, and click on advanced system setting. Okay, so here you will find this environment variable. Basically, these are the global variables. So once you will set the Java path here, wherever you will run your Java code, your machine will identify that Java is present here, and it can use all the files to run your program. So who wants to join? Okay, so let us see whether it is finished. So here it is, right? You can see. So this is the folder. First, what you have to do, copy the path till here, till this bin folder, copy the path, right? And after that, you can click on, for the first time, you can do new, right? And you can give any name like Java underscore home, right? And paste the path. So this is the first thing you have to do, right? And after that, you have to click on OK. So I'm already having this, you can see. So I'm not going to do it again, right? But when you do it for the first time, you can click on OK. So it will create one new variable like this, and this will be the path. And after that, there is one more path. So if you see this one, this is by default, you will find this variable. Double click it, and here if you click this folder, so it will have so many DLL files, right? So basically they will help you to uh, run your
Hello,
Selenium code.
Sumit. Hello.
Yeah.
I think it is already covered in Monday's class. So,
Yeah.
do you repeat that?
Yeah, actually, because it is the basic, so everyone should know. So I'm just repeating that.
Okay. Okay.
It will take some time. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So right, so all the files which we require to run our Java program will be inside this bin folder. So I will copy this path and I will place it here. Paste the path right till bin, inside bin folder. So you can see I will again not click on OK, because somewhere here I am very sure that this is the path. I am already having it, right? So I am using previous version anyways, that will not be an issue. So you can do it with the latest version, right? So after that you have to click on OK. So let me click cancel. I am already having it, and after that click on OK and click OK here, right? So after doing this, how you can be sure that Java is successfully installed in our machine? So go to command prompt and type Java -version, right? So it is saying that this is the Java version I'm using. So which means our Java is successfully installed in our machine. So this is the first thing you have to do. So this part is clear to everyone, how to set up Java.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes.
got it.
First step is to install Java, which I have shown you. So I have also provided the link in the chat box, right? And now let us come to Selenium. So let us go to their official website so that we can understand better. So everything is mentioned in their official website. So if I just write Selenium, so this is their official website, right? So if I talk about the definition, what they have written, right? They have simply said that Selenium automates browser. That's it. So what does they mean? That suppose I am testing a website, like if I open Amazon website, right? So basically I want to test whether I am able to click on this particular fashion button or not, right? I want to check whether new release, uh, I want to check whether you can say whether it is clickable or not. So I will do it manually, right? But with the help of Selenium, we will be able to perform all the manual operations through the code, right? So we do not have to do it manually every time. Code will do that for you, which means I will going to automate this website. So this is what they mean, that Selenium automate our web browser. That's it, right? And one more thing, that Selenium is not a separate tool, which means like if you want to work with REST API, so you will download Postman tool, right? If I want to write my code, so I will download one Eclipse editor, right? So similarly, if I am working with Selenium, I am not going to download a separate tool for that, because I'm going to write all my code inside this. Let me just minimize it. Okay. So what I mean to say, let me write it here. Selenium, it is not a separate tool. It is not a separate tool. It's basically a collection of files. Collection of jar files. So what are the jar files? I will be coming to this point in a few while. So what we will do, we will put jar files in our Eclipse project, so that our Eclipse will recognize our Selenium code. So this is what we are going to do. I will not download a separate Selenium tool. There is no such thing. Our okay. What I mean to say, just suppose let us create one new project so that I can show from the start. So
Sumit,
yeah,
sorry to interrupt, Jay here. Sumit, actually the thing is like, mm, I think it is going too fast for, because we are yet to install the Selenium. So
yeah.
like,
Okay. That's not an issue. I will go. more slow. If you feel so, that is not an issue. Okay. So thanks for
So
joining.
even you will share the videos after with the group, right?
Yeah, yeah. In
So
the Telegram
referring
group.
to the videos, yeah, referring to the videos, you can install. I mean, it's not that right now you have to install it,
What you are
right?
saying, Rituraj? What you are saying? Did not get it.
So I'm saying that you will share the video recording of this class,
Yeah, yeah.
so you can refer to the recording and then install it later on.
No,
It's
no.
not
After the class,
that we have to write.
within 1 or 2 hour, I will provide in the Telegram group. You
Okay.
will get. Okay. So Jay,
Okay.
Yeah.
I will go little bit slow so that everyone can understand. Okay. So
Thank
basically, if you see, I am having one editor where I will be writing all my code, right? So if so, Jay, can you tell me that Java part is clear to you? That how we have to install Java?
Uh, yeah, Java part is clear for
Okay. So guys, first let us download Eclipse editor as well because we are going to write each and every code there. So from where you can download, just say Eclipse download. So I think this is their official website. So you can click the first link, right, and click on this download packages. So do not click directly. I will suggest click this download packages, and after that, right. So you can download. There are many versions here, but I am using this one. So this one seems very stable to me. So it will have all the files which we require. So basically, if you are working on Windows, you can download this one. If you are working with Mac operating system or Linux, so these are the three versions they have given. So this is the Windows operating system I am working on. So I will simply click this. I think okay. So you have to click this 8664. So now you will come to this link and you can click on download. So that will going to download, right? So it is free of cost. So it is around 328 MB, right? So let us not wait for that to finish. I will show you how it will look once it download. So I think I'm already having it somewhere around here. So you can see earlier I also downloaded this version. So you once you will extract the folder, you will see this folder, and after that you will see this icon. So double click it and it will launch the Eclipse for you, right? So this is not a very complex setup, right? Just download it. It will take around 1 hour, so I will not continue with it, right? So Eclipse downloadation part is clear to everyone. So let me also share the link. From here you can download. So okay, so this Eclipse installation is clear to everyone.
yes.
Okay. So guys, if you feel that I'm going too fast, just let me know so that I will slow down the speed so that everyone can understand. So you can download Eclipse from here. So once you will finish downloading, so let me show you how once we will run it for the first time, how this Eclipse. So let me run it again. So let me open where that Eclipse from here. So if I click this, right, so just double click that it will launch your Eclipse browser, sorry, editor. So when you will download the latest version, it might show you the different version here. Guys, if any one of you are not much familiar with Java, so just drop me a message. I will share you the Java videos as well. So guys, when you will open it for the first time, it will ask you for the path. So basically, this is the path where, so right, what you can do, you can provide any path, create any folder, and because inside that folder only all the files will be placed. So provide any path and click on launch. So after that, it will launch the Eclipse browser. Sorry, Eclipse IDE. So it will take some 1 minute around. So let me close this. And till the time Eclipse will launch, let us also download the Selenium file, right? As Selenium is not a separate tool, so I will be downloading some files that will help us to run our Selenium code. So just say Selenium download. Once you will click this, come to their official website, first link, and here if you come down, which language we are working on, we are working with Java, right? So you can see how many languages they have given, like Ruby is one of the language that is supported by Selenium, Python, C Sharp, JavaScript, but we are working with Java, right? And most of the time, most of the companies are using Java with Selenium, so this is the hottest combination, right? So this is the stable version, right? So this is the beta version they have given, so I will download this, not beta version. So click this download. So let me share this link as well, so you guys do not have to, right? So copy the link and just click this download, right? So it will start. It is around 7.2 MB. So you can see our Eclipse has also, I think, started. Okay, so it is still not started, so let us wait. So once you will download this Selenium, okay, so let us wait for that to finish. So here I have told you that Selenium is not a separate tool, right? I will not download any separate tool for Selenium. It is just a collection of jar file. So whatever the folder which we have downloaded from here, this is nothing that will give us some jar file which is Java archive file. Jar file means Java archive file, which will have all the classes and the methods which we are going to use to run our Selenium code. So right, so why Eclipse is not okay? So Eclipse has started as well. So right, so this is the one. Now after that, okay, so it has opened my previous code. Okay, that is not. So let me remove it. So let us create one new project. Right? You can create a new project for the first time. Just click new. Just click, or you can click it from your file, new project. So we are working on Java. So Java project we have to create. Click on next. And once you click on next, it is asking for a project name. So I can say Selenium first class, right? So you can give any name, it's your call. So click on finish, and you can, it is saying that do not provide capital S at the beginning, but you can ignore this and create it. And you can click it no. So this is the, and you can delete this file, right? So by default it will give you one file, so it is not required for me. It is not required for me, so I will delete the file. Click on continue, so it will delete the file, right? So basically, before writing any code, what I will do, inside this source folder, I will create one new package. So package is basically like all the data will go into this package only, right? So I can say it as like all data, not all data, all our test case, right? So whatever the test case we are going to write, that will fall into this. So to write any program in Java, we have to create a class, that is for sure. So I will create a class by right clicking it, and you can give any name. So how we have created the class, just right click the package, new, and click on class. So like class can be program1, or you can say test case 1, right? So just say test case, and public static void when you can check. So this is where our program execution will start. So you can check it, otherwise you have to write it. So if I click this, right, so this is the first loop you will see, right? So this is our class, this is our package name, all test case, this is our class name, inside the class name this is our method. From this basically our program execution will start, right? So if I directly start writing Selenium code here, then how our Eclipse editor, this is our Eclipse editor, how our Eclipse editor will recognize, because I have not provided any information about Selenium. So first what we have to do, if you remember that we have downloaded one file shortly, which is, you can see, which is this one, right? We have downloaded. So just unzip it, click on extract all, click on extract, and I think this is the file. So click it. Basically, if you see, these are the files. These two files are I require: executable jar file, and these two and these five. If I somehow provide these files inside my project, then we are able to easily write our Selenium code. So let us see how we can provide. So let me first copy the path, and this is right. So do not worry about other projects. We are working on this one, Selenium first class, right? So to this project, I want to provide the knowledge of Selenium, right? How we can do? Right click, property. Once you will come to property, come to Java build path, right? And here you will see so many sections. So just focus on this one, right? So this is basically whatever the information I will provide here, right? Then only your Eclipse will recognize all the files. So click this class path, single click, and click on this add external jar. Why we are choosing this add external jar? Because all our files are present externally in our local machine. So this is why I will click this, and here you can see, if I paste the path which I have copied, right? So these two files I need to select and click on open. So right, so these are the jar file, jar extension, and again click on class path, click on add external jar, and come inside this folder and select all the file and click on open, right? And after that you have to click on apply and close, right? So this way you are going to get, you are providing the, which means after you have done this, if you write Selenium code now, then Eclipse will be able to recognize and run your Selenium code. So this is the prerequisite you have to do before. Who wants to join? I think some pop-up came. Okay, so is till this part it is clear to everyone? First Java installation, and then this Selenium files download. Is it clear to everyone? If you are facing any issue, Jay, are you clear with it or not?
Yes.
Okay, just guys feel free to ask any question if you are not able to get. So I will explain again. Okay, so after that, suppose I want to test my website on Chrome browser. So this is our Chrome browser, right? So if you want to run, let me write here. First we are working with Chrome browser. So if we want to run our Selenium code, Selenium test case in Chrome, then Chrome driver is the one class that will help us, right? So basically, if you want to execute your test case or run your test case on the Chrome browser, then we are going to use Chrome driver class. So first let me create object of Chrome driver class. So in Java, how we can create the object? Class name. So this is our class name, and I will say driver is my object. So equals to new. With the help of new keyword, we will create the object. So because this object will have so many methods, that will help us to run our test case. So as of now, it is giving one error. So let us see what is the error. It will say to import the Chrome driver. So if you remember, we have imported some file in Java build path. So once the file imported, inside that file, if I say import, from that file this class is coming, right? So this file is coming from all the files which we have placed. So this is a class, right? So after that, right, so this is my object name. So basically you have to do one more thing, right? Basically what happens if I come to paint, let me open one more browser. Okay, so if we are Chrome driver is the class if we want to run our test case, right? But if you see that Selenium is a third party, right? So basically it is a third party for Chrome. Similarly for all the other browser like Firefox as well, like Internet Explorer as well. So basically people who have developed Chrome browser, they say that Selenium is a third party, right? So basically if you want to invoke our Chrome browser, then we will not allow you directly to invoke our Chrome browser, as Selenium is a third party software for us. But what we can do, we will provide you one .exe file. So this Selenium, sorry, Chrome browser, people who have developed Chrome browser, they told Selenium that they will not going to provide invocation of their browser because Selenium is a third party for software for us. But we will provide one .exe file from Chrome browser that will help you to invoke your Chrome browser. So let us get this .exe file so that we can execute our Chrome browser. So just on the Google, you have to write, let's say Chrome. You can say Chrome driver download for Selenium. So you can say this one, and again you can click this, right? So here you can see these are the .exe file version, right? So before that, first you have to always check what is your Chrome browser version. So I think Abdul is here. Abdul Rahim is here. He was asking one query that he was facing. I don't know whether he is here or not. Okay, he is here.
Yes,
So
I'm
you are
aware.
getting some issue. So I will suggest you to first update your Chrome browser. So come to help and come to about Google Chrome. So this is the latest version. It is up to date. So based on this version only, I will choose the what is the closest one, 89.0.4389. So I think this is the most closest one, second one. So click this. So here you will see some files. So basically if you are working on Linux operating system, you have to download this one. If you are working on Mac operating system, you have to download this one, right? If we are working on Windows, so basically for Windows they have given this one. So click this. This will have .exe file inside. So if I
So
click,
this will work even we have Windows 64
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
that is, they have provided in only for 32, so that is not an issue. Everywhere you will find 32 only. So click
Okay.
this, extract all. It is a zip file.
By getting the exe, is there any way we can find out which version it is?
No. Here, whatever the version you can see, if I
No,
come,
no, no, not that one. Like we have index of 89.0. You see on the top.
yeah,
So
yes,
we
yeah.
have an exe file. Would can we tell that which version it is? Is it 89 or 90 or whichever the thing is?
See, it is displaying all the files having this version. So by default, you can see that 32 is the version of this one. Okay, so you are asking about .exe file. So I do not think
Yeah,
that they have provided this, but it is
yeah,
up to date with the latest version. So I don't think you can see the version here. Let us check on properties if we can find where is the file. This is our Chrome driver file, right? So I have right click and extracted the file, double click it. So this is basically one .exe file, right? That will help us to run our test case, right? So it is a .exe file, right? That is going to run our Chrome browser because Selenium is a third-party tool for Chrome browser. So that's why they have provided a one .exe file. With the help of that, you can run your test case, but not directly, right? So what we will do, uh, let me copy this complete path where my .exe file is present, and I will write string path. So I will copy paste the complete path where my .exe file is present, right? So basically inside this Chrome driver, right, if you are working on Firefox as well, for each and every, let me come to this. So this is the .exe file which I have downloaded for Chrome. So focus only on Chrome browser as of now. Chrome browser. So it is .exe file, right? So for Chrome browser, we have downloaded .exe file which is having this name, and there is one more property. So this property is defined inside this class. So we have created the object of this class, if you remember, in our Eclipse Chrome driver class. So inside this class, there is one property, and this property expects where your .exe file is present. Again, I am repeating. If you see here, we have created one class. This is the Chrome driver, and inside that class, we have they have defined one property which is WebDriver driver, right? So similarly for the Firefox, there is a different property. So this is the property they have defined, right? And this property wants to know, you have to provide, otherwise it will not work. So this property you have to provide where this property wants to know where my .exe file is present. Then only it will run your Selenium test. Then it will run your Chrome browser, right? So focus only on Chrome as of now. We will discuss other browsers as well, right? So after that, what I will do, in Java there is one class which is system dot set property. So here there are two things you have to set. So what is key here? This is nothing, we are going to call it as key. So this key you have to provide on the left hand side. So everything will be in double quotes. This is the key. And what is the value? So I told you that this key whatever they have defined for Chrome driver class expects .exe file where your .exe file is present. So you can see my .exe file is present here, right? So I can say simply path, right? Or you can do one thing, you can simply copy the whole path from here to here and paste it here, right? So it's your call how you have to do. So this part is clear to everyone till now? Any issues?
Yes, Sumit, it will be good to maintain one single line, right? Like system.set property. So why we need to increase the code line? Extra string. What is the reason we need to maintain like string path is equals to the
No, I am
provided?
saying just for the, because it will, if I do like this, If I do like this, it will be little bit not look good, right? So it will be very, very lengthy. So for showing you only, I have written in such a way. That is not an issue. Yeah, you can say that you have to create an extra variable for that will hold up the memory. But just for the showing you, I have created in such a way, right? So it's your call again, how you want to do, right? Okay.
Okay. So Sumit, this is what like we are actually setting our like project to test some specific site, right?
No. These two lines will be common for every website you will open. Just you have to do it once, and whatever the websites you will open, you do not have to change these two lines in Chrome. Okay. So after that, so let me not remove it. So basically, here there is one mistake I have did. After providing the complete path, you have to also mention the file name. So my file is present inside this folder. If you see inside this folder, I will copy the file name, and provide the file name here. After put double slash, provide the file name, and what is the file extension? It is .exe, right? So make sure to provide this, otherwise it will throw error. Okay, so it will give one error like driver executable is not set. So this is our driver executable file that will help us to run our Chrome browser, right? So let us see, if I run this program, what will happen. So run as Java application. So let us see whether it is doing anything. So you can see Chrome driver, it has started. So which is the version, right? So you can see Chrome driver is invoked successfully. Sorry, our Chrome browser is invoked successfully, right? And program is also terminated, which means program execution is finished. So here you will not see any website. You can see it will do not have any website, because I have also not provided any website as of now. So to open any website, you can say there is one method this object will give you. So this is our object name. You can give any other name as well, that is not an issue, but most of the time everywhere you will see people use driver only as the object name. So driver dot get, and here, so let us open Amazon website. So copy the URL and place it here, and if I run it, let us see. So this time this line will going to hit this URL inside our Chrome browser. So let us see whether it is right. So you can see Amazon website is open. So which method you will use to open any website? Let me write it here. Get is the method.
Sumit,
Yeah.
what is the difference between get and navigate?
Yeah. Basically, if you provide with the navigate, like driver dot navigate dot to URL, right? So this is also going to open your URL. But if you see, what is the difference? If I write some other statement after that, suppose if I write I will provide some other operation, like I will provide click operation, right? If I provide click operation, what will happen? So once this website will load completely, so if you want to see, if I am running it, Selenium will wait for some time. Once this website will get open, then only it will navigate to the next step. If I'm using get method, right? So you will see, uh, until and unless this loading will not complete, Selenium will not going to perform click operation or any other operation if I am using this get method. But if I am using this navigate method to open the website, right? So we will discuss this later as well. So then Selenium will not going to wait for that website to load completely.
Hi Sumit,
So it will simply navigate to the next step without waiting, right? So As of now, I do not want to discuss this. I want to keep the thing simple. We will discuss that later once we will familiar with the basic one. Okay. So website part, how we have opened the website is clear to everyone or not? Please confirm.
Yes, Vivek.
Yes, Sumit, we have clear now. So here one dot navigate as well. What is the difference between navigate and get method?
Yeah, I have explained the same
Maybe
thing.
it will be covered in future. So I'm exactly to know the question.
I have told you if you are opening the URL with the help of
Sumit,
navigate.
maybe it will be covered in future. But I'm very excited
Yeah,
to
yeah. First,
yeah
understand the basic thing, right? Okay.
yeah.
So we have opened the website. So with the help of get method, we will open the
Hmm.
website. Sometimes I want to also verify whether what is the title of our website. So if you see, so this is Amazon website. So what is the title? This is the title, right? Let me come to their home page. So this is the title of the, if I want to get this title, how we can do that? So again, you do not have to learn any method. Just say what I want to do. I want to get the title. So I will say get title. So this is the method they have given. If I run this, nothing will print it in our output because I am not using system.out.println. So to print anything, we are going to use, as you know, in Java, if we want to print anything, or you can do like this as well, string driver and after that I will say title variable here, right? So if I show you in debug mode, if I debug this program, right click debug as Java application. So provide one breakpoint here, so our code will stop here, double clicking it. You can also provide here, double click. Okay, so you can see our Chrome browser open. If I invoke this line, it will open Amazon website. It will open Amazon website, and after that I'm saying give me the title of the open website. So title is, so if I invoke this line, you can see what is the title. The same title which I have showed you manually came here and we are able to print it, right? So this is how you can get the title of any website which you will open with the help of Selenium. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone how to get the title?
Yeah, we got it. Thank you.
So to fetch the title, let me write here fetch the title, right? And there is one more. If I want to get the URL, whatever the website link you are opening here, if you want to get what is the URL, so how we can do that? Again, you do not have to learn any method. I am saying everything is available here. So if I say driver dot, I want to get the URL, so I will say URL. So you can see get current URL is the method that will help us to get the URL which we have opened in our browser, string URL, and instead of title I will print URL this time, or let you print both. I will say URL, right? And if I run this program, this time we are also going to see the title in our, so this is the URL. If you copy this URL and paste it, this is the URL, right? So the same URL we can get here, right? So is it clear to everyone how we are getting the URL as well? Okay, I hope it is clear. So we will move on to next method. Okay, so sometimes, Jay, is it clear to you?
Yes, Sumit. Thank you.
Okay, so sometimes what we want, like if you, I hope you have noticed some websites. Here I am able to right click and not here. If I open this, right? So okay, yeah. So basically, if you want to see what is the page source, which means what is the response you get from the server, right? So basically, when I have hit this link from the server, I get this response, right? So here I am able to right click the website and click on view page source. But there are some banking websites that will not allow you to right click. But still you want to see the this server code, right? So that you can write any locator or any XPath for that. How you can do that with the help of Selenium if right click is disabled. So again, if I open this website, let me open this website, this time different website, right? And after that, after URL, I want to get the page source. So driver dot, what I want to get, I want to get page source. So this is the method, and I will say string, and after that I will print. So if I run this program, so you can see all the server code we are going to get here, right? So earlier we are watching it from the manually, but you can see first of all it has pasted this title. So title is what? I think title is downloads. So title is downloads. Yeah, title is downloads, right? And after that, this is the URL. So URL is printed here. And after that, all the server code, server response which we got is pasted here. So somehow, if you are not able to right click on any website, you can use this method, and this that will work. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, Sumit, there was one concern here. If we get the page source code on console in a Eclipse, so we have around 20 links in a web page. Uh, so for that case, the code is same. So how we need to identify the particular seventh link to click in a web page using the page source code method?
See,
Is it possible?
this is the first class. We are when we will discuss the locator. We are going to discuss all these things. Do not worry.
No, no. My question is page source code. Like if you get the page source code on the console browser, so if the web page have the 20 links, so how we need to click the seventh link for that? So how we need to identify the particular seventh link, the idea or XPath page source code console browser.
So you know the link name at least. Suppose if you know the link name, you can pass the string, right? So I will discuss that in later, but it is not possible to discuss here. Once we will discuss locator, I will perform this activity. Okay.
No problem.
So this will give page source, page source. Okay. And okay, so save it. Okay, so these are the four methods we have discussed. So I will suggest you to practice these four methods before we go on to the next method, right? So let us discuss if I want to perform the same things in Firefox browser, how we can do that. So first let me check whether Firefox is in my machine. So this is the Mozilla one, right? So this is I'm having this in my machine. So if you see what is the exe file name, .exe Gecko driver is the name. So first download Gecko driver file. So if I write Gecko driver, so you can see so many links are coming. So just say Gecko driver Selenium download, and it will be available in the GitHub as well. So click the link. So here if you come down, right, so as we are working on Windows 64-bit, I can download this one. So click this and it will start downloading, and if you see it, I am already having this in my machine. Where it is, yesterday I've also downloaded, I think it is this one, right? So once you download, extract the folder. So here this is the folder, and this is our .exe file. Again, it is a .exe file that will help us to run our Firefox browser. So copy this complete file, complete path, and if you see what is the property they have defined, what is the first class, let me write it here instead of this one. If I let me create new class as Firefox browser. So now we are going to know how we can run our test case in Firefox browser, right? So what is the class you have to use if you want to run your test case in Chrome browser? It is Chrome driver. But if you are working with the Firefox browser, you have to use Firefox driver as the class. Create the object of this class, new. With the help of new keyword, I am creating the object Firefox driver, right? So import the, so this is again a class, and this will, okay, so after that, if I say, if you remember that in case of Chrome browser we have set some property, similarly for the inside this class there is one property which is, this is the property. So I will share this file if you want, right? So this is the property I need to set before creating the object of this class. System.set property again. Okay, so I have not created a main method, right? Without main method you cannot run your code. So what is the shortcut? Just write main, control space, and hit enter. So it will, you do not have to write this. So again these two lines, system.set property. Again, what is the key? Key, they have defined this property, webdriver.gecko.driver, and this is the class object you have to create for Firefox. So if I write this here, and what is the value? Again, the value will be the path to your Gecko driver.exe file. So earlier we were dealing with Chrome driver, now Gecko driver, this is the path. So this time if I do like this, string path, right? So this is the path, and after that also the file name. If you remember, I told you in the Chrome, Gecko driver.exe is our file name. So this is the complete path you have to provide. So now I will just simply call this variable here, right? So what is the error? Okay, so error gone. So these three lines are clear to everyone. Basically we have just changed this, the rest of the things are same. I hope it is clear. Again, so do not think that if I am working with another browser, methods will remain the same. That is going to be fixed. Methods will remain the same for every browser. So if I say get method again to hit any URL, so let me take one Amazon website again. Let me take this, and if I run this program, run as Java application. So this time we are going to see. So this time it is going to run. So these are the some version numbers are coming. Do not worry about that. So even if you are getting any warnings here, you can ignore that. So I think it will invoke. That is not an issue. So it has invoked our Firefox, and it should also open that Amazon website, but this time on Firefox. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, so you can practice the same methods. So same methods will also be applicable here. This we have discussed for Firefox. So this will be an assignment. So just try to check whether these methods are working. So methods will be same. Now let us discuss one more browser, which is, so it is Internet Explorer. So if I copy these three lines, and if I create main method, so main method you have to create. So what is the shortcut? You can either write it, or if you do not want to write it, after this control space, hit enter, it will generate, right? So after that, so let me remove this path because I need to first download Internet Explorer driver .exe file for Internet Explorer. And what is the property? Properties for Internet Explorer. This is the property. Okay, so let us first download. You can see Internet Explorer driver for Selenium. So again, come to first link. So as I am having 64-bit Windows, so I will click this, and it will start downloading. Once you will download, again you have to perform the same step, and somewhere here earlier I also added yesterday. So this is the IE driver. So the file name is this time this IE driver server. Copy the path where a .exe file is present. Provide the complete path here. Provide the path here, and after that, what is the file name? File name you have to provide. I think it is iDriverServer.exe and save it. Right. So after that, as we are working with Internet Explorer, we have set these two lines. But here I have to create. What is the class name? I think it is Internet driver. So this is the class I think they have provided. So you can see it is saying import the class. Now we are going to get this class, right? So this is again a class, right? And if I say driver dot, again methods will be same. Methods will not going to change for every browser, they will be same, right? So if I let us open Flipkart. So if I open the URL, this URL, and after that, if I run it, let us see what will happen. So in most of the coming lectures, I will be working on the Chrome browser itself, as Chrome is much stable than Firefox and IE. So I will not be working on Internet Explorer. So why this is opening Microsoft? It has opened Amazon, that is fine. I do not want to download. Right, so it has opened Flipkart. Right, so if you apply get method, any other method, that will be same. So you can try that, right? All the other methods which we have discussed for Chrome. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, Sumit.
Okay, so if any one of you have any doubt, you can ask. We will discuss locators or some other methods in the other lecture. So other lecture is going to be very important because we are going to start with the locators as well. Without locator, you cannot do anything in Selenium, right? So Abdul, are you able to resolve the error which you were asking me on the group?
Yes, I got it. So I was able to